What's up for it? I'm going to throw this together for you to give you an idea of what to do here for the full thing. Let's go ahead and do a new file. First thing you got to do is motor and sensor setup. It starts off with the default for whatever the clawbot is, so you can see the sensors and whatnot. The motors have to be correct, the sensors don't, but they will throw an error or a warning every time you compile the program. So it's a good thing for your devices to match as well, but these sensors have to be exact. I would make sure that every motor is named, that every motor has a different name. That could come in handy as you do some more advanced things, okay? So make sure that this matches whatever the robot is before you get going. Otherwise the program won't even start. It'll say missing or invalid motor on whatever port and yada yada yada. This drive motor is only for basically on your controller when you are controlling via these up and down. That makes the robot go forward and forward and backward and left and right. Those are the drive motors. So if it's one of the drive motors, that needs to be indicated by left and right here, wherever they are. Usually the right motor is reversed. Okay, in your basic program, you're going to have a repeat forever. You've got to scroll down a little bit. This will be the basic, actually how the clawbot typically works. You have a tank control and 2 arm controls. The tank control is up and down here, so I have it kind of covered with tape, but let me go ahead and take that off a little bit. They're going to be mad at me. I ruin everything. This is why we can't have nice things. So you can see that that's A and D. And A and D are up and down on those sticks. So this will take whatever you do with A and D and apply it to those motors that you call the drive motors. So this is controlling motors 1 and 6. This is for the rest of your motors. So if you have motors 10 and 11, like sometimes you have 2 motors on your lift. So if 10 and 11 are both moving the lift up and down, then they're both on L up and L down. So one button, if you wanted L up and L down to control both of those motors, you would just have both those motors controlled by L up and L down. You might need to reverse one. So if you try to move it and it doesn't do anything, you probably need to reverse one of them and do that in your motor and sensor setup. Just kind of guess and check. Eventually it'll work. If you're trying to run some other thing, basically every motor that you have that's not in your drive base needs an arm control to control it. So maybe you have one in motor 4 and it's going to be controlled by E up and E down. This is really all there is to a basic driver program. There's of course a million things you can do. There's tons of commands over there obviously for you to do a bunch of different stuff, but this will get you going. This is the basic setup. And then download a robot. If it throws an error, you got to worry about that. Most of the errors are because this motor and sensor setup is not correct though. This has got to be right, or else it's just not going to work at all. And then you're good to go. You could adjust these powers if you want more or less power, but again, that should get you going.